Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to my honorable judges, teachers, and all the pupils who listen to my story. My name is Alyssa Natasha Binti Shamsul, aka Lisa the Storyteller. Definitely not Lisa Blackpink. Before I begin my story, I want to ask you a question. Do you know what is a satyr? Anyone knows? Well, let me tell you. A satyr is a half man, half goat who lives alongside humans and very well known in the fiction world. Therefore, my story for today is about the man and the satyr. Long, long ago, one bitterly cold winter's night, a man had lost his way in the deep, dark woods. There was no sign of lights at all. Everything was just quiet and cold. As the man was trying to find his way back home, he stumbled across a satyr who was gathering firewood. The satyr looked stern, but as soon as the satyr realized that the man had lost his way, he offered the man to stay at his own house. "You can stay with me for the night." The man was so glad and happy, but worried at the same time. But he happily accepted the satyr's offer and went along with him. While walking, the satyr said, "I will guide you out of the forest in the morning." The man was also happy again, but the man was still scared and his heart was pounding nervously because he wouldn't know what happened when they arrived. 20 minutes later, the man and the satyr arrived, but it wasn't really that close yet. They were just close but not that further on. The man was still glad to see the little wooden hut that wasn't that far anymore. So they walked and walked and walked, and then after that, they arrived. The satyr invited the man inside the house. The man happily accepted the satyr's offer, even though his heart was still pounding nervously. It was better rather than to stay outside in the woods alone. The satyr asked the man to sit down. And when the man sat down, the satyr gave the man a blanket to warm himself in because the man was shivering along the way before, and the satyr noticed that not far on. The man was so happy and thanked the satyr for giving him the blanket. The satyr asked the man to sit at the dining table, which only consisted in 2 sets of chairs. The man sat down, and to the man's great surprise, the satyr put a steaming bowl of hot porridge before the man. The man was so happy and thanked the satyr. "Thank you so much, sir. You are so kind." The satyr was happy that the man was also happy. So the satyr happily watched the man hungrily finish the porridge. As the man was eating, the satyr smiled. And when the man finished the porridge, he noticed that the satyr was smiling. He couldn't blink his eyes. The satyr had the sweetest smile that the man had ever seen in his entire life. If the satyr was a girl, the man would easily fall in love with him. Soon after, the satyr treated the man gratefully and happily. They went to sleep as the man was feeling happy and fantastic from the satyr's treatment. As before the man slept, the man actually realized something. The satyr was so kind to him, and he realized that he should never judge a book by its cover. And that's the moral of the story. Somebody may look ugly, weird, dangerous on the outside, but sometimes that person may be the sweetest soul you'll ever see. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed my story. Thank you. Goodbye.